Hi everybody. So I wanted to do one of those "this is my story" videos, but I'm kind of retarded and wrote it the wrong way, and it's a lot of work to do it over. So I like being original anyway, so I'm going to speak mine out. Well, to those who don't know me, hi, my name is Marlyn. Um, I live in the Bronx with my mom and my stepdad, and yeah, I'm Dominican Puerto Rican and I'm 17 years old. So my father passed away when I was 3 years old. He passed away from lung cancer. Growing up without a dad was one of the most difficult times. All my friends had their fathers and they used to have their perfect little families with their mother and father, and they used to do family things, and it was always just me, my mom, and my older sister. So things were really tough for us, especially economically, because I couldn't get the things that I wanted because we only had one income instead of two like everybody else. But at the end of the day, that only made my love for my mom stronger, and she has truly been really inspirational in my life. Because my mom has played two roles. She's played the role of a mother and a father for my sister and I. So I want to start off by saying that this is my story, and I've felt my whole life that it is not important for me to share my story, but there are many people out there like me, and everybody's story is important. So if you see this and you feel like sharing your story, just know that everybody's story is important. So I'll start off by my childhood. So I was homeschooled as a little girl because I was very hyperactive, and everybody thought I was just too hyper to be normal. I didn't speak English. I couldn't read or write. Spanish is my first language. And the psychologist used to take many tests on me, and they could never find a cure for any of my problems. Sorry, I'm really nervous, and I laugh when I'm nervous. But so yeah, they used to take tests on me, and I used to feel like a lab rat. I used to feel like, yeah, these psychologists were in my house each and every single week. So while everybody else had 5 days of school, I had 7. And I used to have extended days. I used to go to school, then come home and have more school, and wake up early on Saturdays and take tests. But none of that was enough because they still couldn't find out what was wrong with me. So I got angrier and angrier, and my anger problems just got worse and worse. But as I grew, I learned, and I was actually doing okay in school. I started picking up my grades. I was no longer on track to get left behind. I learned English, obviously, and I was doing okay overall. Until, I mentioned earlier about how much I love my mom, and then it just came to a point where I just couldn't really handle hiding things from her anymore. I was hiding a huge part of myself from my mom. It just was really hard to come out to my mom because my mom is homophobic, and I used to feel that if I came out to her, she'll like kick me out the house, or she'll disown me as a daughter. And coming out was one of the hardest things, and anybody who has ever came out the closet can tell you that is not easy. And the fear that I went through, the nights, the anger, just the overall, just all the emotional distress that I went through when I finally came out the closet, I was just so scared. So for some time, I hated being gay too. I hated it really, really bad. I used to pretend I was straight, and I dated so many guys because I hated who I was. But through it all, I just got angrier, and that anger just built inside me. But I found a way to relieve stress, but it wasn't a healthy way. That's around the time my stepdad came into my life, and he took me to my first baseball game, and that's where I fell in love. I fell in love with a sport. It was so weird for me. I was always so different. And so I've been playing softball for over 3 years now. It keeps me sane during my moments of insanity. Playing softball helped me become a people person and actually learn to try to trust others. And it gave me the courage to actually come out the closet to my mom. And surprisingly, everything was okay. My mom actually accepted it. It took her time. And she was a real about it. But everything was okay. She still loved me. And that girl, that little girl who got bullied for being slow and having extended long days of school, yeah, well, this girl right here, she's going to college on a full scholarship. Yeah, I made it. All from my daddy and mommy. So, to those who doubted me, thank you for inspiring me to do better. I may still struggle, but I'm human. And we all struggle. So, I will graduate college and be somebody because I deserve to be somebody. And so do all of you. Thank you for watching.